Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Mexican style spaghetti and meatballs. Yes, you guys are always asking me for my fusion dishes because you know that I'm a foodie. So that's what I'm going to bring you today. Mexican style spaghetti and meatballs. So if you love pasta and you love Italian food and Mexican food, you're going to love this dish. So let me show you how I get started on these delicious juicy meatballs, because that's what the trick is. Not to dry out your meatballs. And as far as the spaghetti, I had really good feedback for it, so let's get started. Yeah! I want to make sure that I clarify with you guys that the meatballs that we're about to make are good with either beef, pork, or chicken. But if you guys want the shrimp Mexican spaghetti and meatballs, you guys got to let me know in the comments, because you know I'm going to hook you up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that bell for notifications, because the holidays are coming up and I don't want you to miss on a lot of amazing, delicious, juicy recipes.
Yeah, I have a question.
What's your question?
What were you eating? Look at your shirt.
First, I dropped some water on myself, and then, hold on. I'm snacking on a quesadilla, okay? It's when you make fresh tortillas, you just can't resist making a quesadilla or a bean burrito, which you already know. Let's cook, guys.
All right.
Okay, friends, get your favorite bowl, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna add breadcrumbs. Okay. What I'm gonna be using today is I have a lot of this Miss Cubbinson's stuffing, and I really love this. So what I did is I put it in the blender, and that's what I'm gonna be using today. It's actually better than buying that little tub. That's super expensive for a little small amount, and you get the whole box. You can just
seasoned, right?
It's seasoned. It's herb seasoned. So we're gonna go ahead and add our breadcrumbs. Instead of Parmesan, I'm gonna be adding Cotija.
Yum.
Yes, 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 yes. It's a little lighter in flavor. The smell is strong, but very light in flavor. I'm gonna be adding our milk and a large egg. Depending on how juicy this egg is, that's how we're going to be adding either 1 tablespoon of milk or water, whatever you guys have. Okay? We need to make sure that all of our meatballs get coated and they're moist enough. And we also don't want to dry them out. Okay? It's looking like we're going to need a little bit more, guys. It just depends on what breadcrumbs you're using or what kind of bread you're using for this particular step. Okay, so I'm going to add another tablespoon of milk. I'm going to use my judgment because that Miss Cubbinson's, it's really dry. So go ahead. And that's how you just adjust to whatever breadcrumbs you have or you're using. There we go. It's all nice and wet. Now that we've hydrated our breadcrumbs and mixed our egg in here, we're going to start adding our seasoning. So we're going to start off with onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, Mexican oregano. It is a very different flavor than you would get the regular oregano at your grocery store. I definitely suggest you guys try it. Some salt and some chicken bouillon. Yeah. You guys can correct how I pronounce that in the comments. Been there, done that. Do your thing. Okay, give that a good mix.
It's so fragrant in here.
Doesn't it smell delicious?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the times with the bouillon, when you add it to like your beef, people have a little bit of a hissy fit about it, but it blends with the flavor. You can taste the beef without compromising the flavor to be another kind of beef.
Yeah, and it balances the beef flavor, I feel.
Yeah, it does. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my green onions. And we're going to start off with our ground beef. And you want to pick the ground beef that has more fat in it. Okay? Let's start mixing these. If you are going to be making a bigger portion of meatballs, I definitely suggest that you look in the description area so that I can guide you through how much breadcrumbs, cheese, salt you should use for whatever pounds you have. I defrosted my ground beef so it's cold, which is good. It's good for this recipe.
You need your mittens? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
I can handle it.
You got this.
I got this.
And you're just blending, not over mixing, right? Is that what you're trying to do here?
I'm just incorporating my little breadcrumb seasoning into the ground beef.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to just have a spot of your breadcrumbs in there. You want to make sure it's well balanced.
So you get a seasoned flavor in every bite.
Mm-hmm. Yummy. Friends, just be aware that I don't mean to insult anybody when I'm making my fusion dishes. I'm a foodie and I eat a lot of foods from different countries and I know what I like. Give this a turn and make sure that I have everything well mixed.
Hey, but we're not opposed if a Nona wants to send us an authentic meatball
Yes,
recipe.
if I have a Nona out there that wants to share their recipe for the Views Club, I would be more than happy to give you a shout out and to do my thing, you know?
That's right.
Oh. Like sometimes I get confused when someone's like, you should have done it this, or that way. And for me, it's like, I appreciate it, but I've done things several different ways before that this is how I cook in my home. And I hope that you guys can respect and appreciate it in a way.
Yeah. These are the recipes that are kid approved and husband approved for the most part. Unless you have
yes.
a really picky eater in your house, and that's another story.
Girl, I had a friend that her husband had real bad stomach problems, and he couldn't digest or eat a lot of things, so he started approaching more of a vegetarian vegan diet. He came to the house and he had my mom's vegan pozole.
Ooh,
and he was so happy because he didn't have stomach problems. And you would think, you know, it's such a strong dish for an American guy, a European American looking guy. And yeah, I was like, yeah, that's my mom.
Yeah. Her vegan pozole is amazing.
It really is. And the thing is that my mom and I, we still like bounce recipes off each other. We're in the kitchen and we're bickering about the flavors. We rarely agree on a lot of things. And since I'm Mexican American, I think that plays a toll in how I want to do my recipes and how she wants to make hers.
It's actually a lot of fun to watch you guys.
Hey, she lowered her ante to 800K subscribers in order to come out and cook with us.
That's going to be right around the corner. Someone said they wanted Grandma to help to teach them how to make tortillas by hand without the rolling pin.
Good Lord.
Let me tell you, that goes fast. I don't know if I can get her to slow down.
I'm not interested in that one, guys. Not interested. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and taste our meatballs, okay? So we're just going to get a little tiny piece, maybe about that size, and we're going to sear it on a pan just to see if we need to add any salt, if we need to add any other seasoning to make it comfortable for your home. This is a part where you want to test it. So let's go and test this.
All right. I thought you were going to say to taste it now raw. I was like, no.
This is not tartar mica. Okay, friends, what I have going on is I have my little wannabe meatball, but I flattened this one out like you would a burger patty, right? Just so it can cook. What you want to taste here is you want to cook this fully and then taste it. If you need to add salt, if you need to add whatever seasoning you prefer, that's the time when you're going to add it before you start rolling your meatballs. Nothing worse than having a bland, disgusting, flavorless meatball. Unless you're into it. Because I have my sensory kids that prefer it that way. So unless you want it that way, don't worry. But this is how I test it. And to be honest, I will never disrespect my Italian friends. I'm grateful for their recipes that they've shared. And let's do this justice. So I'm going to continue to cook this and I'll meet you guys on the island when I'm ready to prepare the meatballs. My seasoning is pretty right on. It's gonna be up to you if you like super salty or if you like less salty. It's gonna be up to you, but the quantities that I've given you are pretty right on, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our meatballs. You can make them real big or to your size. I'm gonna use this little ice cream scooper, these tiny little ones, because I think these are a good size for my babies. See? It's a perfect little size for the Little Views Club Junior, aka Soy Sauce Brothers. Roll it up really well. All I do is I kind of press my hand like this, cup it in a circular motion. You got bomb.com baby meatballs. Now, if you have the tiny little ones that are just starting to eat and they're going to be eating the meatballs, make them even smaller. That's so cute, isn't it? Like just a little tiny.
I'm cheesing over
The size of an
babies.
Yes, I already have like images in my head of the Views Club Junior that watches with their moms when you guys send me the babies. And yeah, I'm starting to get a lot more of you guys tagging me on IG. If you guys direct message me, it's very difficult for me to want to open any kind of DM based on previous inappropriate things people have sent me, from naked heavy-set people to really like hurtful things. So that's kind of why I avoid checking my DMs, guys. I'm being honest.
We don't mind heavy-set people, but we do not.
Well, I don't like when people are like sending me sexual
being
things.
aggressive, sending stuff through IG.
Yeah, don't send me sexual things like that. It's uncomfortable. You guys know what I mean?
But you're getting tagged on a lot of awesome contests.
Yes, if you guys are, the holidays hit, and anybody that has a channel or a business is going to be doing giveaways. So if you guys have nobody to tag and you don't want to bombard your family, go ahead and tag me. I'm not going to mind. I'm going to send you off with good luck and hope you guys win. Now, if you win, make sure to tell me.
Guys, she really doesn't mind. I've tagged her on a couple of contests myself.
I know. I usually tag you for like the outdoor ones.
Yep, I did the same.
So yeah, it's Views on the Road on Instagram, and that's about as social media as I get, YouTube and Instagram. And remember, if you guys need my help, I'm more likely to answer to you guys here on YouTube. That way I can reference what recipe you guys are talking about or what I said at the time to confuse you or that I need to clarify. So yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yep. So I'm just going to continue to make these delicious little meatballs here. And I'll see you guys when we're ready to cook these. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Ready? So what you're going to do is you're going to get your little scooper and you're going to scoop it like this. And you're going to press it in. And then you're going to squeeze it. It's going to get out. Okay? Press it against the glass like that so that way it fills.
Like that.
Press it in your hand. Pretty good. I need a little speck. There you go. And then you're going to put your hand flat like this. And then you're going to roll it with a little cup. Like a cup like that. Dale, dale, dale.
Okay, give me that beautiful smile that you give people. Oh, wow.
Like that.
Beautiful. Put it right there.
Good job, little chef.
Everybody wants you to come on the channel more, and you just have your days. So we're gonna show them your cooking skills, baby.
He's so busy. You need to make appointments in advance.
Yes.
Wait, is this too big?
That might be a little bit too big, so you can pinch a little bit off. Just put it in here.
I'm his assistant, so if you
Make
need
it good, because it has to be packed. If you don't pack it up really good and nice and tight, a little more, it's gonna fall apart, and you don't want to fall apart. Meatball.
Like that.
That was beautiful.
Just like you, babe.
See? So this kind of helps you make the same size a little bit. I think I went too much on that one. What you working? Ooh, that's a good size. Chill.
Like that.
Give it a little bit more of the rolling. See, these little parts right here, you gotta squeeze it a little tighter. And when you do it, look. Kind of like when we're doing the tortillas, but on your hand. go. Wow, I have the best helper. Just don't tell Bayo right now. Don't tell him, baby. And then when they say the meatballs are so good, I'm gonna say, well, baby made them.
Baby, my goodness.
Baby, what do you have to say about yourself with the ranch? Everybody saw what you did with the ranch.
What?
That you snuck the ranch when I went into the garage.
Was it the most delicious snack ever?
Yes.
You owned it, kid. Okay, there you go.
It's just that people don't know how fast you are, baby.
Yep. Let's see.
Is your tooth coming back in?
Lovely.
Wow.
You have blueberry on your face. You are living, kid. You are living.
With that?
Yep. Let me see. I'll seal that one a little bit more. I think you should be able to make 2 out of that one. Usually when I cook, I'm like, oh, this little one's for my baby. You help me make my little ones for the baby.
Wow.
The baby. My baby.
Wow, baby.
You're so serious in the kitchen.
When
You're-
I came out, you know what I saw in the corner? Ari.
Was
What?
he terrified?
He was just in the corner.
Like this? Like a cute little Limi?
Yes.
I can't with him. He's so cute. Is it because of Raja?
Yep.
He was hiding from Raja?
He said, help me.
All right. Thank you for your help, sir. You may continue to do what you were doing. I'll call you when the food's ready, dear. Thanks for your help. All right, friends, that was my little helper that helped me finish these little meatballs. Super easy to do with your family. So if you guys don't want to fry them, ooh, that's my kettle. If you don't want to fry them, I'm going to make sure to put the directions for you to put them in the oven and bake them. A good temperature for you guys so that you can get some good meatballs, because I know a lot of you don't want to. You guys are watching yourself, so I get it. So I'm going to give you guys an option to put in the oven. And for me, I'm going to go ahead and fry them up. So let's fry it. Currently have my pan on a medium heat. And I'm going to drizzle some oil, okay? I'm using canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, whatever you feel comfortable with. But watch out if you're using olive oil for this one, because the temperature might be too hot for olive oil. I'm using this non-stick pan, but at home, if you don't have a non-stick, make sure that your oil is hot enough so that way your meatballs don't stick to your pan, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop.
Please don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop
Believing. So start adding your meatballs, okay?
Girl, you've been really in love in the kitchen, very inspired. Like, wow, like usually you are all the time, but this time you're like breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the kitchen. And snacks and drinks.
Well, I do have a new baby, and that tends to bring that out in families. My baby dog, my puppy, he's definitely keeping me really joyful and happy.
You're trying to flex in the kitchen with him?
Yes, I want him to be impressed with his mother. You guys know I'm a goody two-shoe with my kids and family, and of course you guys, so.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that smells so good. Yeah.
Someone told me too, they were like, oh, you're really not the show-off kind, are you? And I'm like, only when it comes to my family and my kids.
Yeah, I know. Somebody's they're giving you a lot of grief over the hyping and talk, but we usually talk to each other like this. Like my sister could be walking down the street and be like, "Yeah, mama, go walk and get it."
Our family members are used to the hype.
So since my pan is on a medium heat, I'm gonna go ahead and sear that first part for about a good minute and a half. Once I sear that part, I'll turn it over gently on the side and try to keep this little ball consistency that we have going on, okay? See? You got a little bit of that sear, and that's what we're looking for. Friends, if you don't enjoy long recipes, you have the free will to skip as much as you need to or fast forward, which is an option here on YouTube. Don't forget, that all the ingredients are in the description. There is no link to another website. This is what we have going on, and I think it works perfectly. Yeah?
Yes.
And I know I have people in other countries that their data is important, so why am I going to send you to another website? We're good here on YouTube. We love you.
Unless we start selling merchandise, we will activate the website. I already, it's done. Why are you laughing at me?
Girl, you want me to really push it. I think everybody's asking me for merch, but I have to be really smart about it. So
I agree.
I don't like selling junk. All right, I'm gonna start flipping these. These are gonna be the best meatballs in the whole world because of my bebe.
He made them with love.
He did make them with so much love. He loves spaghetti.
He loves being in the kitchen. Both of the boys do.
Yeah, they really do. You know, like the times that they've come on here, somebody always manages to disrespect my kids. That's why you guys don't see them that often. And, you know, they're little kids. They want to know what people are saying about them. And I don't. I don't need to translate people talking about their hair or their body parts or having their opinions about them. They're little kids.
Yeah, if you guys see a bad comment, it doesn't stay there long because we have Youth Club Junior that they watch the show and a lot of them can read, and we have a lot of young sheds, so that's the reason why we delete those type of comments.
Well, we have a lot of families that prefer not to see any of that.
Right.
That's why I warn you guys. If you guys go to our sister channel, there's no filter. We're not rated on there.
Nope, we try to keep this channel rated for everyone.
Yes. I think that's another reason why I kind of questioned the cantina, use cantina.
Yeah. On
this particular channel because of that reason. So.
Hey, if you guys want it on the other channel, we're happy to do.
Yeah. I don't mind that, but I am a role model at the end of the day. I'm an adult and I have to do it respectfully, and I act reckless. And I forget about a lot of things when I have alcohol. I mean, everybody does, so you gotta be mindful.
Those meatballs are looking beautiful.
Girl, I just want to tear it up right now. It smells so good. Yummy. My water has come to a boil in the back. I'm going to be adding a whole box of Barilla pasta. I love this pasta. This is the only one that I use as of now. Definitely follow the instructions that are placed on your box. They're pretty accurate. Somebody's going to be, you don't wash your pasta? Does anybody?
Guys, let us know in the comments if you want my sister to teach you how to make pasta from scratch.
Oh, here she goes. She's putting me out there, guys. She's putting me out there again.
She gets a little shy to share her talents with everyone, so I have, see, that's why you guys have me, so I can convince her.
Well, I have a lot of secret recipes that I have because I like messing around in the kitchen. But once my sister watches something, what are you doing, Steph? Are you going to show everybody? I'm like, I don't know if they're going to like it. You know?
You can't just hold on to beautiful things. You got to share your talents, girl.
I definitely consider myself more of a fusion chef. Like, why would I be so close-minded just to Mexican like food? I know Mexican culture, seasoning, and although we have a lot of Mexican people that seem to think different, just because I don't make things the way their mom does, doesn't mean I don't know my way around the kitchen. Good Lord.
That's a difficult task, trying to replace someone's mom. We're not trying to do
I'm not. I'm just trying to help you guys out, because a lot of you lost your family members. They didn't leave you recipes, and then we have those tias that refuse to share their recipes, or the suegras. So
we're the sisters that cheat on our mom's cooking, but we won't tell her.
Yep.
Right?
And since my mom rarely watches all of our videos, we're good to say that.
Yeah. Keep our secret, friends.
Yeah. That's what I love about these, because ground beef cooks so quickly. I'm telling you, when you guys are smelling this particular part right now, you guys are going to want to just dig in with a fork and tear it up. I know you guys saw that little speck that burnt over here because this is so hot. It's going right in. Nobody's gonna notice.
You know who that part's for.
The meatballs are gonna take about 8 minutes or so to do if you're using beef. If you're using pork or chicken, it might be a little bit different, so just keep an eye on them. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking them out of the pan. And I have my heat currently on a low. It's going to get a little loud, friends, but I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped onions. So we're going to go ahead and saute the onions for about 3 minutes, just until they become soft and translucent. Mix around your pan well so that we can get all the delicious crusty bottoms of the beef that they left behind, that residue, so we can incorporate that into our sauce. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add, I'm using margarine for the Mexican style spaghetti. I like margarine, but you guys can use butter. Don't go into panic in the comments. It's okay. It's interesting how margarine and butter add the same flavor, just slightly different depending on what recipe you're making, huh?
That's right.
Next, I'm going to be adding my Huntz tomato sauce. Don't use the basil, use the sauce. And the Huntz brand is my favorite one to make this particular dish. Using a little bit of water to get all that delicious sauce out. It's going to start getting loud in a little bit, so bear with me. That smells like home already. My mom with margarine and tomato sauce, it smells so, so good.
It's comforting.
What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add my chicken bouillon. And I recommend you guys take it easy. Start with half a tablespoon. Bring it to a boil. Make sure it's nice and incorporated in your sauce before you consider adding any more. Okay? After you taste your sauce, you're going to notice that it's a little bit tart. That's when you want to add a sprinkle, just a little bit of sugar to balance out the flavor. Not a lot, just a little bit. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adding my meatballs to the sauce, to the gravy. What do you guys call it? Sauce or gravy? Sauce is the American way to call it, right?
I don't know a whole lot about that. I think sauce is more like when you have actual meat in there.
Meat sauce?
Like a meat sauce kind of thing.
And then gravy is this, what we're doing right now.
I don't know. Why don't our Italian friends tell us down below?
Yes, let us know, guys. All right, let me pour that in. Any little juice that was left over, make sure you get it in there. If you need extra sauce, just add an extra can, okay?
Guys, teenagers love this meal.
Yes,
so
they do.
home run with the teenagers. Just make 2 boxes of spaghetti.
Yep. Double the portion for the
know how they
teenagers.
eat.
Especially if they're teenage boys.
Especially if they're in dance or sports or they move a lot. Yeah.
Okay, so now what I'm going to add to this particular blend is some more Mexican oregano. You're going to have to adjust to your liking. Start off with half a tablespoon, but for my family, we love the flavor that it gives, and it's going in. Woo! All right, spaghetti's going in. And I'm just gonna slowly mix it in here, okay? All right, friends, my blend is delicious. You're gonna notice that the Mexican spaghetti doesn't have so much sauce because it's seasoned with so much flavor, especially from the oregano, that you don't need too much of it. But if you like it, you can add an extra can and adjust to your liking. All right, so now that this is ready, let me go ahead and plate so we can taste. All right. We have a taker for the taste test. The other one got shy. But you guys have my older son, Punky. You ready for your taste?
I'm gonna taste the meatballs.
You're so happy. I don't know. Kids love spaghetti and meatballs, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sounds like it sounds like it's a good one.
Wait, no complaints? Wow.
I know, I'm observing. I'm excited. Well, they usually do really good with this spaghetti that I make, my mom's recipe. They love it, so it's a crowd pleaser in my family.
Nice one.
Got you?
It's so good. I love the meatballs.
You love the meatballs?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to take your plate over to the table? Finish
Yes.
it? All right, thank you.
Bye, teddy bear.
Bye. Bye. I'm gonna put this upstairs.
No, you're gonna sit right here.
Okay.
No food in the room, sir.
Wow.
Am I the only parent where their kids take their food in the room and then you go and clean and you find things?
Girl, no, teenagers are like that.
No, there's restrictions in my house right now, you guys. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys really love this delicious take on spaghetti and meatballs. It's super easy to make, especially for those moms that are so exhausted, you know, working so hard. This is super easy to make, and I think your family is gonna love it. So thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.